Welcome to the first battle of Week 4 of the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2. I'm Lionhugs from Florida Flesh Ribbons, and I'll be commentating today. This battle will feature Sun and Friendly, Noel's team, versus Patch 3.0 Ivysaurs, Noob Scrub's team. As a reminder, the Mega Pokemon available are Mega Bayonet on Noel's team, and Mega Venusaur, who is making an appearance today on Noob Scrub's team. And just to go over the Z privileges first, we have Arcanine, who has the any Z Crystal privilege, as well as Blissey on Noob Scrub's side with any Z Crystal privilege. And before we get started, I just want to go over some initial thoughts. I do see Turtonator and Mega Venusaur quite obviously, and Blissey on Noob Scrub's team, so I'm wondering if Noob Scrub's going to go for more of a stall type strategy. Excuse me. I hope you guys are okay with me today. I have somewhat of a dry throat. I think my allergies are acting up a lot. Anyway, let's focus on Noel's side. Got some, some pretty strong players here as well, with Torkoal and obviously Venusaur and Machamp. I'm wondering if either player is going to go, will benefit pretty strongly from maybe any kind of Sun play. I mean, it's kind of obvious and expected for Noel's team, given the team name. Excuse me. But anyway, without any further ado, I think we should just go ahead and get started. That kind of wraps up my initial thoughts for the moment. Also want to reassure anybody who's listening, I promise, everything's fine. I have taken all the necessary precautions. It's just this house tends to, for whatever reason, trigger my allergies when the air conditioning comes on, which is pretty frequently. Anyway, the opening has Beloved the Bayonet versus Blissey. An immediate switch out to Mandibuzz while giving Bayonet the free Mega Evolution and the knockoff. Mandibuzz losing its leftovers might kill some of its longevity, but Mandibuzz is still pretty bulky overall. Beloved's gonna do some pretty decent damage overall. I mean, with knockoff anyway, kind of disrupting Noob Scrub's potential strategy. I'm sure Noob Scrub was kind of counting on leftovers on Mandibuzz just to kind of help out. Help it tank, help it stay in longer, but we'll see. Even Noob Scrub himself is mentioning that they were not expecting that move at all. And Full Bloom the Venusaur comes out, taking that foul play pretty well, and restoring some health with leftovers. I wonder if we're going to see a sunny day. Interesting choice sending out Full Bloom to Mandibuzz. I wonder if we're going to see maybe like a powder move, maybe Spore, or I guess Sleep Powder, I'm not sure exactly which one Venusaur learns. My best guess is... oh, alright. There comes Turtonator. And a roar brings back Mandibuzz. Oh, what a comedy of errors. Will Noob Scrub try this again, or... Ah, Venusaur versus Venusaur. Predicting that Sleep Powder. Very good read on Noob Scrub's part. Now, will this become a battle of Sludge Bombs? Nope. Free Mega Evolution for Venusaur, and fortunately that block does not keep Bayonet trapped in. It was meant to target the other Venusaur. Interesting choice of block. I wonder if Noob Scrub was planning on maybe Toxicking, or sorry, Toxic Word of Wart, or perhaps some other sort of move to affect Venusaur. Instead, we have Breezy, the Random Fan, and versus Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz definitely not wanting to stay in, and Blissey comfortably taking a Will-O-Wisp. It's more a special Pokemon, so it can definitely take that hit. Noel seems to be playing pretty stally overall with the Full Switch, but that is a good prediction for facing Blissey's Toxic. So far it looks like both players are trying to get a good read on each other while also out essentially reading one another, so here comes out Mega Venusaur to take a Leech Seed, which it's obviously immune to. Full Bloom takes a Sludge Bomb pretty comfortably and roars out to, once again, Mandibuzz. Doesn't seem there's much Mandibuzz can do against Venusaur just due to its, sheer bulk, and there we go. Noob Scrub tries to break the momentum of this match by sending out Turtonator, but unfortunately gets Sleep Powdered, allowing Warmth the Torkoal to come out. I'm assuming to set up a... Oh, there it is, Stealth Rock. That's definitely going to punish Noob Scrub for any kind of future switch-ins. And now Venusaur can't leave, but Blissey can't necessarily Toxic Venusaur, so... And a Roar takes out Blissey and once again brings Mandibuzz. This is very funny to me. Mandibuzz does a nice little roost, gets all comfortable, tries to recover some of its lost HP. But that Leech Seed will definitely have to... Yep, we see another proper switch. And out comes Mega Venusaur. Sorry, out comes Turtonator, who then gets roared and then brings out Mega Venusaur. Both players are definitely doing a really good job reading each other. It seems like no one's really getting that one-up. Turtonator being asleep, though, does put a damper on things. A Divok from Mandibuzz could be really useful here. And Noel seems to predict that, sends out Breezy to go ahead and counter it. Would not be able to take a full switch. I'm wondering why not Hippopotas, since it is ground type and would have prevented the switch. Granted, Rotom Fan is definitely immune to ground attacks, maybe that's why. And now Promise the Mesprit comes out. I wonder if it's gonna try to stat boost. Oh, and out goes a Trick, doesn't seem to work. Both players biding their time and trying to get that one edge. I wonder if... Blissey goes for the Z move, Z Toxic. Increases physical defense. But will it be able to stand up to a Machamp? Definitely not. Out comes Mega Venusaur. To take a close combat, resisted, so it only does about 25% damage. Thanks to that close combat, definitely wants to go ahead and switch out to not take that Giga Drain, which Miss Right takes comfortably as well, 33% only. These stones are really digging into Noob Scrub. There seems to be no opportunity to swing out Mandibuzz, assuming Mandibuzz does have Defog. And another U-turn does some nice chip damage to probably set up for Machamp. Probably going to try for another close combat. Or perhaps an Earthquake to try to predict the Mega Venusaur switch. Yeah, because Mega Venusaur, will we see an Earthquake? No, we see a knockoff. Doesn't really do much. And there goes a Synthesis to recover all the chip damage that Mega Venusaur has taken this match. It's definitely going to be... Seems like both players have gone for a stall tactics. Oh. Mega Bayonet goes for a taunt. Takes the resistant Sludge Bomb. Wonder what Bayonet's got us up her sleeve. Ooh, Pain Split. Unfortunately, Dark type seems to be immune to Prankster moves. Mandibuzz does that nice roost, but unfortunately Noelle sends out Rotom Fan to pressure it out. Now we're going to see another Volt Switch. Blissey is in the red. This might be the beginning of a shift in the battle, unless Blissey can pull off a soft boiled. Otherwise, we won't be able to come back out again, thanks to Stealth Rock. Blissey does not outspeed, and unfortunately goes down to Machamp. Machamp, though, has weakened defenses, so most likely Noelle will try to switch it out. Especially against Comfy. Now comes Torkoal to take that Drain Kiss. Since it's resisted, it doesn't really do much at all, only about 13% damage. And now comes Turtonator to take a Lava Plume, which, while it doesn't do that much damage, unfortunately Turtonator is asleep. And thanks to that last Earth Power, it goes down. Scrub's a little bit of a type spot right now, but it's not over yet. Noobscrub is finally able to set up Stealth Rock, trying to even the playing field a little bit. Looks like Noobscrub tried an Earthquake, possibly hoping for a switch, but Mesprit still stayed in and is obviously immune. Oh, and a Will-O-Wisp protected. Oh, sorry. Hippowdon uses Protect to shrug off that Will-O-Wisp. Very good thinking on Noob Scrub's part, however. Doesn't seem like there's much it can do here. And it does switch out to it does switch out to Comfy, who does take that Will-O-Wisp. While Sand has finally gone out. I would assume Noob Scrub is going to go for another Draining Kiss to keep Comfy healthy, but... Oh, and it worked. Sorry folks, I was expecting a switch to Torkoal on Noelle's part again. Looks like Noelle opted for the Volt switch to do some more chip damage. And out comes Hippowdon, setting up another Sandstorm. But Noelle is able to pull off Rapid Spin as a result, clearing his side of killing their side of the field for the Stealth Rock. Oh, interesting. Hippowdon used Whirlwind. That would have been a really good combo with Stealth Rock, but since those are cleared, looks like Hippowdon is protected from Encore. Ooh, unlucky right there with the Whirlwind. Seems like all these roars and whirlwinds keep bringing out the same Pokemon most of the time. With Machamp and I think before it was Venusaur. Oh, Willpower does a bulk up, probably to pull off another. Excuse me, probably to pull off another superpower. Unfortunately, Mega Venusaur resists fighting moves, so unless Willpower has an Earthquake, I think this might be it for Machamp, unless Noelle switches out. So both players are trying to weigh their options. Ooh, out comes Rotom Fan, taking 40% damage from a Slush Bomb. One more hit and it's over for Breezy. Looks like this matchup is not so easy, Breezy. And out comes Hippowdon. I wonder if it's... Oh! Instead of a Volt Switch, we get a Pain Split. Does a lot more damage to Hippowdon. And now it takes the Will-O-Wisp, so that will take out... Sorry, it will reduce its attack by half. However, Stealth Rock is set up again, so... Unless Noelle can send out Torkoal, that chip damage will rack up. Ooh. Along with the Sandstorm and Toxic, Machamp is almost out. Looks like Noelle is trying to bulk up, reading Hippowdon's Protect, but will it survive another? Yep. Just barely hanging out with 7%. Noelle commenting, that's stall, baby. Looks like Noelle accounted for this, or was hoping that it would work in their favor. Fortunately, tries one last knockoff, but Mega Venusaur obviously can't lose its item. And out comes Mesprit. Sorry, out comes Promise the Mesprit. I'm assuming it's going to do a Psychic. Noob Scrub's thinking the same thing, sending out a Mandibuzz. Noelle, however, outread her. I don't know, explain it. Outread Noob Scrub's switch and used a Thunderbolt. 2 Thunderbolts takes out Mandibuzz. The score is now 5-3. Can Noob Scrub pull this off? With 2 Pokemon burned, this may be very tough for Noob Scrub to switch out from. Looks like Scrub was able to use Trick to acquire leftovers. It's pretty useful for Comfy, especially after a synthesis. And out comes Venusaur versus Venusaur. However, Mega Venusaur is in 26%, so we do obviously see a synthesis, and then a roar. Noel's definitely taking advantage of the Stealth Rock setup on Nooscrub's side. Once again, Roar brings back Hippowdon, my apologies. So we have Sandstorm up for another 4 turns. Fortunately, with the attack cut in half, Earthquake only does about 17% damage to Full Bloom. However, thanks to Leech Seed and Leftovers, that really doesn't do much. Nooscrub's in a really tight bind. And a Giga Drain from Venusaur. Comfy is down on its last legs, taking Sand, Storm damage, and Burn damage. Well, I'm sorry, Nooscrub opts for switching out to Mega Venusaur, but given Venusaur on Noel's side has Roar. Oof. This is not looking good for Nooscrub. Looks like Nooscrub is trying to keep Comfy healthy. However, another Lava Plume from Torkoal might be enough. Draining Kiss only doing about 10% damage. Doing another Rapid Spin. Doesn't really do much. I wonder why Noel chose Rapid Spin. Once again, Venusaur uses Roar and brings back Hippowdon. This may be the final time we'll see Hippowdon. Hippowdon uses Protect. Looks like they were hoping for maybe some chip damage from Sandstorm? I'm not sure. Leftovers kind of heals that off pretty easily. And down goes Hippowdon to Giga Drain, out comes Venusaur. Mega Venusaur, my apologies. Looks like the most Venusaur could do here is probably a Sludge Bomb. Noel, however, continues to opt for Roar. Comfy used Trick, but I mean, you're just trading leftovers around. Doesn't seem to do much. And now Comfy has taken a Leech Seed. That plus Burn is going to do 21% damage each turn unless Comfy switches out. Comfy instead decides to stay in, uses a Giga Drain to Mega Bayonet. Doesn't really absorb too much health, maybe only about 10%, which is already erased by Leech Seed. Comfy used Giga Drain and Beloved has used Taunt. I think overall that will prevent future Synthesis. However, Comfy does at least have a few attacking moves that can increase its health. However, Noel uses a proper use of Plane Split to reduce its health even further. And thanks to that knockoff, Comfy loses its leftovers, and Burn and Leech Seed take it out. Nooscrub is now down to their final Pokemon, Sorry, his final Pokemon, Venusaur. Quest in the chat just commented. I bet Noel's just glad they don't have to commentate this one. I have no comments to that. Another Sludge Bomb. Unfortunately, Beloved does resist it as it is part Ghost type. Looks like taunts effects are reduced, so I'm assuming we're going to see a... Oh, no Synthesis. Instead we see a Giga Drain. Synthesis may be out of power points. Oh, never mind. There comes a Synthesis. Ooh, Breezy instead opts for the Will-O-Wisp. That's definitely going to hurt Venusaur over time. Noel's definitely going through... I mean, if it hasn't been obvious, we are already in turn 85, going for a very long stall strategy. Two masters of the stall. However, can Noob Scrub pull this off? Maybe take out Breezy. Breezy also has Pain Split. Doesn't really do too much damage to Venusaur. Ooh, and the Sludge Bomb finally institutes the poison status. So no matter what, Breezy is eventually going to go down. Probably before Venusaur. I'm assuming Venusaur's going to do another Synthesis. No, instead opts for this Sludge Bomb to finally take out and no more Pain Splits unless we see another appearance by Mega Bayonet. However, Misprit finally comes out, one Psychic takes it out. The match is over. This is a 4-0 victory for Noel, the Team Sun and Friendly. Oh boy, 90 turns. I believe that's the longest so far for this league. Some really good plays from both sides. Right up until Noel was finally able to get the edge over Blissey. Once that was done, it looks like Noel was able to capitalize on that and finally shift the battle towards their favor. Once that happened, it seemed like there was not much that Noob Scrub could do. If Mandibuzz was ever able to get out that defog, I think that might have helped balance things out a little bit. Unfortunately, unfortunately for Noob Scrub, fortunately for Noel, they were very good at reading and knowing just when to bring out Rotom Fan. This was a very long match, but I think it was a little bit more exciting than it appeared. I do apologize again for my voice. I am very dehydrated. I need to go fix that. Anyway, just lots of stall tactics that Noel isn't necessarily known for, but that's, I think, probably one of Noel's strengths. They are able to seemingly adapt to any kind of playstyle that they need to take out their opponent. The fact that they chose to go for a stall strategy against Noob Scrub, who's known as somewhat of like a stall master, one, it shows you Noel's skill, as well as Noob Scrub's, for the match lasting out this long. And Noob Scrub also finally able to take out, Rotom Fan and Machamp. But still, I believe this match is a little bit more exciting than it appears overall, just with the stats of like 90 turns. I had some fun commentating here. Again, I apologize for the sound of my voice right now. I will get some rest and take care of myself. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. This was, again, just the first battle of Week 4 in the FnF Victory Road Draft League Season 2. So please look forward to more Week 4 matches coming soon. Once again, I am Lionhugs from Florida Flesh Ribbons. Thanks again, and see you guys later.